Welcome back to the Growing Band Director Podcast. This is episode number 91, and it's also part 2 in our series of suggested repertoire for concert band at the 0.5 to grade 3 level. This is a summer series we're doing, and we've had about 80 different people send in comments through our Facebook page and give pieces that they think people should know. So spending a lot of time this summer kind of putting these together for you guys and giving you something to listen to. So again, if you're not in the mood to listen to music, by all means, come back to it another time. But this is here for you. That first piece is called Terracotta Warriors by Scott Watson. It's a grade 2. And that was recommended by Doug. Thank you, Doug. And as you heard, lots of programmatic stuff in that. Most of these, if they're longer than 3 minutes, I'm not going to be able to play all of it for you just to keep things concise. So check that one out. That's on YouTube and many other places as well. The next piece is going to be a beginning band piece. It is at the 0.5 level and is also entitled to 0.5. This is by Laura Fleet Estes and was recommended by Sarah. Here is 0.5. The next wonderful piece we're going to listen to is at the grade 3.5 level. This is one of the harder pieces we're going to have all summer. This is by Sam Hazo, and it's entitled Arrows, and this was suggested to us by Will. Here's Arrows by Sam Hazo. The next piece of music is going to be a grade 1. This is recommended by Addie. This is entitled Spirit of the Wolf by Michael Orr. This is from the Music Works series, I believe. This has a lot of Native American sounds, including bending of the flute and things like that. So check out this grade 1, Spirit of the Wolf. The next piece of music is a grade 2 by one of my good friends, Terry White. So this is a piece actually I suggest. This is through Alfred, and this is entitled Tango for Two Left Feet. This piece is a riot if you haven't heard it yet. It's basically, it introduces students to the art of the tango, the style, I should say, of the tango. However, dancers who are very bad are frequently said that they dance and they have two left feet. So this piece has lots of sort of harmonic twists and missing beats and things like that. And it's just quirky and really funny. So check out Tango for Two Left Feet by Terry White. My kids would tell you that I could dance to that just fine and be right on beat. Again, funny piece. The next piece is called The Fox. This was recommended to us by Katie. This is at a 0.5 beginning band level, and it's by Bartok. So when was the last time you could do a beginning band piece by Bela Bartok? This was arranged by Cook, and this is a great piece of music for a young band, and they can check out Bartok. So here's The Fox. again, as we're thinking about programming, so many times we want to think about what comes along with it. What are we allowed to teach through the piece of music in addition to the music itself, the history and the culture and all the things. And just to me, to be able to play Bartok with beginning band students, or at least first year students, to me is pretty awesome. The next piece is going to be arranged by one of the best arrangers, at least in my view, for both jazz band and for concert band. This is an arrangement by Paul Murtha, grade 2.5, I would call it, of the New Zealand sea shanty entitled "The Wellerman." And if you don't know this tune, you'll probably recognize it pretty soon. It was a viral TikTok video, but actually there was it's got 300 million views or whatever at this point, so everybody knows it. But it's really good for teaching articulation, and there is a key change in there as well. And there's a lot of history with the whaling industry down in New Zealand about 100 years ago or so. So there's lots to teach in there, and it's pretty easy to find on Wikipedia that information if you're looking for sort of a cultural piece from somewhere else in the world. So here's The Wellerman, arranged by Paul Murtha. I neglected to mention that is available as a flex band piece in 5 parts, so you can mix that around as you wish to make your band sound its optimal best. And again, there's not a lot of cultural music for band from New Zealand. My great grandfather on my stepmother's side was actually the Prime Minister of New Zealand in the 1920s. So there's a little spot in my heart for New Zealand band music. If anybody knows any more, please send it my way. The next piece is also arranged by Paul Murtha. This is at grade 2 level, and this is one of the most versatile pieces of music I've ever played. I should say my students have ever played. This is a grade 2 on 1,000 Years. Yes, the 1,000 Years from Twilight. The reason I like it is, first of all, it's really pretty, and it's in 3/4 time. It's not a hard piece of music. You can use it as a ballad. You can use it in a concert setting that is not movie specific. You can also use it in a setting where you're doing movie music. You can feature a drum set player on this if you'd like. And it's just a lot of fun. I find that kids really like it. So it's a pretty versatile tune. Let's check out Paul Murtha's arrangement at the grade 2 level of 1,000 Years. We sincerely appreciate you taking your valuable time and listening to the Growing Band Director podcast. Your students are very lucky to have a band director like you. If you have any suggestions for episode topics or think you have an area of expertise to share on a show with us, please reach out. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to help spread the word, please give us a 5-star review and tell your band director friends to subscribe as well. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our YouTube channel, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening to The Growing Band Director. See you next week.